Today we will be doing the Measuring Energy Changes lab. The purpose of this lab is to determine the temperature and heat changes that occur when ice melts. For the Measuring Energy Change lab, we're going to be needing hot hands, digital thermometer, a stirring rod, a styrofoam cup, two 400 milliliter beakers, and a 500 milliliter graduated cylinder. And also we will be needing a hot plate. And finally, we have the ice that we'll be needing for measuring energy change.
Alright, now we're going to add 150 millimeters of ice into the 400 millimeter beaker. That should be good.
Go.
Wait, do I say something?
And now we will check the temperature of the 150 milliliter beaker with ice. And the temperature reads 0.4 degrees Celsius. The first step is to put the 150 milliliter ice beaker on the hot plate and record the temperature per minute until the ice has fully melted. The ice is beginning to melt as a result from temperature exposure, and we will continue doing this for until the ice has completely melted and the water is beginning to boil. As you can see, the ice is completely melted, and now we will wait until the water begins to boil, and then we will start writing data down. So this is minute 1, I guess, and the water's beginning to boil. It is starting to boil, and we have to record the temperature of it. Okay, so we have obtained a beaker with 100 milliliters of warm water, about 50 degrees Celsius. And now the next step is to pour it into a 500 milliliter graduated cylinder so we can record the initial volume of the warm water. Three, 2, 1, go. So the initial volume of the water that we have recorded is about 100 milliliters, and the next step is to obtain a beaker, a 400 milliliter beaker, and put a styrofoam cup in it so it can support it. The next step is to get the graduated cylinder with 100 milliliters of warm water, and you have to pour it into a styrofoam cup inside of a 400 milliliter beaker. And after that, we have to obtain 2 ice cubes and put them into the warm water bath. So we have several ice cubes, and what we have to do next is get them and shake off excess water, and then we gotta put them into the warm water bath in the styrofoam cup until the temperature of inside the styrofoam cup has reached close to 1 degree Celsius. And so you have to continue adding ice cubes until the water is about 0 degrees Celsius, and you have to use stirring rod also. And so once the ice is inside the warm water bath, you have to stir using a stirring rod until the ice has melted, and using the digital thermometer, you have to record the temperature of the water.